Welcome everyone to another episode in the Let's Look At series. This time we are taking a look at AaAaA! This is a silly little game by Digimon Games, which involves you jumping off from extraordinarily high buildings and scoring as many points as you can. There's not a whole lot of variety or story in this game, which is why this is just a let's look at rather than a let's play. The point of the game is to get in, kiss the buildings, which is what makes them color up, get hugs, which is another way of getting points, break score plates for bonus points, and eventually, at the very bottom, hit your parachute and make the landing. The more points you get, the higher your score. And the higher your score, the more teeth you get to unlock the next level.
With the news, the Department of Sanitation.
Different levels are basically different combinations of these buildings, score plates, and various other obstacles. There are some levels, a lot of levels, that are involved just diving down, keeping close to the buildings. If you get too close, you take a hit, and if you land on top of a building, well, without your chute deployed, you're toast. It's a fun little game, nothing terribly complicated, and just not a whole lot to say about it. Most of the game is levels like this, where you're just flying down next to buildings. As you get later in the game, it does get more difficult, but nothing I would describe as terribly hard. There are some levels where you can basically flip off people on your way down.
This morning, an Alzheimer's patient tried
And
to
there are
cross the
some
street
levels, like this one,
800 meters above street
where instead of jumping down from along buildings, you're going down a mountainside. Don't get a whole lot of kisses for it, but you can get a good number of hugs. They can be a little bit tricky to get through, but I find them to be the funnest levels in the game. Personally speaking, of course. There we go. I think that could have gone a little bit better, but not a whole lot. As you saw, finished this one before. Got a higher score than I did before, so I got a higher ranking. Got me more teeth. You also have a few videos and other things to see with the game.
I've been making chocolate chip cookies for 60 years and everybody loves them. And today I have a special ingredient to share. Are y'all ready? We don't got much time, so I'll be brief. Mix the flour, baking soda, and salt in a bowl. Beat the butter, margarine, sugar, and vanilla extract in another bowl. Keep beating until it's nice and creamy.
I think she's on the roof.
Faster now. Lightly beat both eggs. Pour into the mixer and add a pinch of your son's ashes. Anyone's ashes will do, but jumper ashes are the best.
Oh God, She's got Teddy's ashes again.
Some people can't taste the difference, but it really matters. Stir in the chips while everything mixes. I like to add some walnuts for a little extra crunch.
They're all very twisted and very odd. Also sprinkled throughout are some tips and tricks and various upgrades that you can get. That about wraps it up for AaAaA. It's a fun little game. I do recommend it, but don't spend too much on it. Wait for it to go on sale. Enjoyable, but ultimately not too memorable. So, until next time, folks, Magius out.